Today we're going to look at subtracting 4-digit numbers where we need to exchange across the zero. So the first thing I'd like to do is have a look at the place value grid and identify the number that's represented with the place value counters. So we've got 5 thousands, no hundreds, 6 tens and 4 ones. And we're going to subtract 2,573. If we were to represent this as a written calculation, it would look like this. Using the place value counters, we're going to have a look at what happens when we're actually subtracting. So I start with my ones, 3 ones away from 4 ones. This is quite easy to represent because I can literally just cross them off. I'm taking 3 ones away from my 4 ones and I've got 1 1 left over. 7 tens away from 6 tens. I don't have enough tens here. Normally we'd go into our next place value column and we'd exchange, but I haven't got any hundreds. So I need to go into my thousands column. I'm going to cross out one of my thousands, and that's why when we do this as a written calculation, you'd also cross it out and show that you have 4 thousands. I'm going to bring one of my thousands into the next place value column. Now 1,000 is worth 10 hundreds, so I'm going to represent it by putting my 10 in the hundreds column. I'm also going to represent it on my written calculation by bringing my thousands over into the hundreds column. So I've got my 10 hundreds. I still can't do 7 tens away from 6 tens, but I can now exchange from my hundreds column. So I'm going to take one of my hundreds, this is going to become a 9, and I'm going to bring it into the next place value. So I'm going to bring 10 tens into my place value here. I'm going to represent it on my written calculation. My 10 hundreds becomes 9 hundreds, and I'm going to bring 10 into the next place value. 7 tens away from 16 tens is 9 tens. Now my hundreds, 5 hundreds away from 9 hundreds, 4 hundreds. 2 thousands away from 4 thousands gives me 2 thousands. I'd like you to have a go at setting out the calculation. Remember, your larger number needs to go on top. You need to make sure you line up each of the digits in the correct place value. So you can pause the film at this point and have a go at the calculation. Okay, let's have a go at our next one. Have a look at the place value grid and identify the number that's represented. We've got 6,000, 200s, no tens and 2 ones. And we're going to subtract 2,173. I've got 3 ones to take away from my 2 ones. I can't do it, I don't have enough there. I go to my next place value, I haven't got anything there either. So I need to go into my hundreds. I'm going to exchange one of my hundreds, which is why I put my line through it. My 200s becomes 100, and I bring it into the next place value. So my 100 becomes 10 tens. And we represent it in our written calculation by bringing 10 over. I can now help my 2 out by exchanging from my tens column. My 10 tens becomes 9 tens. And I bring 10 over into my ones. This is now 12 ones. 3 away from 12 ones gives me 9 ones. 7 away from 9 tens gives me 2 tens. 100 away from 100, no hundreds left. 2,000s away from 6,000s gives me 4,000s. Again, I'd like you to set the calculation out, pause the film at this point and have a go at the calculation yourself. Right, this time we're going to do it without the counters. I've got 9 ones away from 1 1. I haven't got enough. So I go to my next place value. I haven't got anything in the tens, so I'm going to go into my hundreds column. My 500s becomes 400s, and I bring 10 into the next place value. I can now help my 1 out, because I can now exchange for my tens column. My 10 tens becomes 9 tens, and I bring 10 into my ones column. 9 ones away from 11 ones is 2 ones. 3 tens away from 9 tens is 6 tens. 200s away from 400s is 200s. And 1,000 away from 2,000 is 1,000. Again, pause the film and have a go yourself. Right, this is the point where I'd like you to pause it and have a go without me. And when you're ready,